under the roof of Marlins Park. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. A big-time arm and a power bat. Should be fun. First pitch is next. Carlos Carrasco is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, you take a look at that whip right there. Excellent. Just allowing a bit over a base runner per inning. We'll see if he can continue that here in this one.
Ben Revere heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Leading off for the Phillies, center fielder, number 2, Ben Revere.
Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Well, first pitch of the game, a lot of guys on the mound are thinking, all right, let's just get ahead here with the fastball. He was having none of it at the plate. Drives this one for a solid single to start things out.
Ben Zobrist will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Carrasco pauses. First pitch on the way. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. These Marlins, EK, as they take the field here this afternoon, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
And it's been a little bit of a rocky start to the homestand. Just one win to show for their first 4 games. I think it starts with the pitching. They've got to get a good performance out of this starter if they want to turn around their fortunes.
Nobody out, runner on first. And the fastball is off his glove, and it gets away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
Maybe a moment's hesitation there behind the plate. This pitch is down, but you see, he's not quite sure whether to turn his glove over or not, and it winds up kicking away from him.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. EK, any thoughts?
Well, if you're on the mound, you better be careful with MAIKEL FRANCO. He's gone deep 5 times in the last 10 ball games. But clearly, he's seen the ball really well right now.
Brandon Jordan will stand in, and as you can see, it's another early RBI opportunity for the National League leader in that category.
Well, not only that, but he's also got the highest batting average right now. So he's definitely one guy you tread lightly with.
And a ball, 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
He probably doubted he'd be in trouble this early, but he's already got a runner in scoring position, and now he falls behind the number 3 guy.
Here's the 2-0. 3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
He can afford to be patient here because all he's looking to do is get on base and do his damage from there.
On the ground near home. That winds up foul for the second strike.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. And with that, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, you remember, growing up, right field wasn't a very important position. But here at this level, it's as important as any. And this man plays it as well as anybody. Very reliable, covers ground, always makes a routine play.
MAIKEL FRANCO will dig in now. And he's come through in many a situation like this. Currently 4th in the National League RBI race.
Well, you know, big-time power threats like him tend to rack up those RBIs. He's also way up there on the home runs leaderboard.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
And this is maybe not a pitch-around situation, but you need to be real careful with a guy like this and 2 away.
Men on third with 2 down. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Yeah, he's got a base open, but I don't think you want to put 2 men on for that guy in the very first inning. No thanks.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit as the Phillies will strike first in this one. They lead it 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good job right there with 2 away to pick up the first run of the ball game from third base. Very important to cash in when you're given the early opportunities, and he comes through big time right there.
Adrian Beltre steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Now, you know, Ross is definitely liked by the pitchers, Matt. When they're working both sides of the plate, they tend to be pretty effective when he's making the calls.
The 1-0 delivery. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Ready with the 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
2 out with the man at first. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Monahan is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Phillies lead this one 1-0. Chris Paatcho, the West Virginian, gets the call to start this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, you take a look at that whip, less than 1. What that means, he's allowing less than 1 base runner per inning. Outstanding.
Adeiny Echeverria comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Eric, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they've been on a real nice run of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games.
And on top of that, they've already spotted their starter an early lead in this one, so they're going to let their guy work with the lead right away.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he takes a called strike 2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
Hit out towards second. Taken in by Zobrist. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Steve, how do they go about ending this losing streak they're in the midst of?
This team strikes out more than any other team in the league. They need to put the ball in play and have some more productive at-bats.
Woody Monahan will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0.
He's definitely looking fastball there, and you know, he got one, but good recognition not to go up and chase it.
Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. That one's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Three and 2.
You know, a guy throws hard when his changeup's at 89.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone. With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Giancarlo Stanton will stride in now as he'll enter play as the 2nd leading hitter in the entire National League.
And he's right up there among the RBI leaders, too, so he's dangerous with runners on base.
Into the windup and the pitch. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1.
Already hitting 98 miles an hour here in the 1st inning. He's one of the hardest throwers that these guys will see all year long.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
And we'll see him work both sides of the plate with the curveball going forward. Well, maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around.
And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Ready on 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Batting fourth, center fielder.
And boy, a terrific effort out there as we take a second look. Stretches out about as far as he can, but he just can't quite get there, though they were lucky to hold him to just a single. Marcell OZUNA will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
The 1-0 pitch. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Howard is calling for it, and that's the 3rd out. Marlins leave 1. They still trail 1-0. Ryan Howard will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Number 6, Ryan Howard.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Weeks from shallow right on to first, and the Howard shift pays off there. 1 away.
And you know, normally when you see a play like this, you figure if this guy's all the way out into the outfield like he is right there, you figure he's already in the shift. But actually, this is all range right there. He's way out on the outfield grass, and he's able to gather this thing up and make the play from a tough angle, too.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Stanton over to his left, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting 8, pitcher, PATCHO.
Now to the plate, PATCHO, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Weeks scoops it up, throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Phillies lead it 1-0. Mike Napoli will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
First baseman, Mike Napoli.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Hitter's count now. Here's the 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
This is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Here's Cody Ashe. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. That's wide, 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, he got his 2-0 fastball, but it wasn't in that one place, one spot that we always talk about. So that was a good idea to let that one go and wait for something else.
Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Still 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, that's a pretty good pitch right there on a 2-2 to finally strike him out, but he got a good look at his pitches out there, so this is one of those at-bats that you can draw from later on in the ball game.
JARROD SALTALAMACCHIA gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Back at Marlins Park for the 3rd inning as we get a nice aerial view of Miami Beach's Art Deco district. Brock Holt will stand in for the first time here. He's got that average up over 340 here entering play.
And you know what, guys? He's got the third best batting average on the club.
First pitch on its way. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one. And the pitch. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Drilled to first. Backhanded. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Up next for Philadelphia, center fielder, Ben Revere.
Ben Revere will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
Good job at going the other way. Almost felt like he was looking to go the other way, trying to drive it to the opposite field. Let's see if he does the same thing here.
On the ground to the left side. Played on the backhand. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Well, let me tell you, when you're on a losing streak, this is an out. But when you're on a winning streak, man, these are the little breaks that just seem to always go your way. He's got himself an infield single.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Throw over to the bag. Now a low throw, but he can't knock it down at first as it gets right by him.
Well, this is going to hurt any way you look at it, but as you look at the replay, the thing to notice here is that guy, he's got no lead at all over there. I mean, he's maybe 5 feet off the bag. I know you want to keep him close, but come on.
High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Stanton to the track. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
Boy, this one deserves another look in show motion. You'll see him here. He's tracking this baseball. Now, go ahead and freeze it. This is a picture of concentration right there. He knows that once we roll this video, he's going to get a mouthful of fence. And I'll tell you what, that cannot have felt good.
Stepping in now, Brandon Jordan. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Napoli is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. One left for Philadelphia, but they're up 1-0. Ricky Weeks will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Second baseman.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. The pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Into the box, Carlos Carrasco, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. One out, nobody on. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Hot shot to third. Fielded by Beltran. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Adeiny Echeverria will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Miami down in order. They trail this one 1-0. MAIKEL FRANCO is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning. He makes good contact and he can run.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Up top, it's 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
2-1 after the foul ball there. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Flipped out the other way towards short. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
And the key to this is that he's running hard out of the batter's box all the way. You know, with some guys, it's not always the case, but he is really busting it down the line, and he's going to get rewarded with the infield hit.
Adrian Beltre is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
You know, on May 15th, 2015, Adrian Beltre became the 52nd player in MLB history to hit 400 home runs. He's in some pretty remarkable company.
Pitch misses low. The throw down. And no throw as he'll just hang on to it.
Well, this is a changeup down in the zone. When you get that combination as a catcher, it's darn near impossible to make a play at second. He's in there easily with a stolen base.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit down the third baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Monahan ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Awfully good start to the inning right here. You get the leadoff man into second base, and they'll just switch spots as he's chased home on the RBI double.
Here's big Ryan Howard now. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Echeverria to his left. He's there. A quick out number 1.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
Salvador Perez is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But, hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
And that misses for ball 1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1.
Salvador Perez is a multiple Gold Glove winner behind the plate, including in 2015, but he can definitely do some damage with the bat as well.
And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
But when you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. To 2-2 now. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Hit in the air out to right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Good work there to pick up that second run of the inning. He just gets the ball airborne, and it's plenty deep enough to pick up the RBI.
Stepping in, PATCHO. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now that's popped up. Room behind the plate for SALTALAMACCHIA. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Phillies 3 and the Marlins nothing. Woody Monahan will get us started here for Miami, and he'll have backup in the form of Giancarlo Stanton waiting on deck.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
And he lays off for ball 1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. One and two, here it comes. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Jordan going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Marlins strike for a run. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
The right fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton now.
Giancarlo Stanton.
As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Marcell OZUNA in now, popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ball 1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, this is how you bounce back from giving up a home run. Back-to-back strikeouts. As a pitcher, you've got to have a short memory out there, and he looks like he's come back from that one in pretty good shape.
Here's Mike Napoli now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. There's that slider truly in an unhittable spot. It's 1-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Marlins get one back thanks to the solo home run. We played 4. It's the Phillies 3 and the Marlins 1. Brock Holt heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Left fielder, Brock Holt.
And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right there for strike one. The pitch count there. One pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is OZUNA. 1 out.
Boy, that's the kind of play where you take your hat off and you wipe the sweat off your brow, even if it's cold outside. This guy's getting hammered right now. He better figure out something quick.
REVERE will step in now. He's singled twice to this point.
Yeah, he's just been putting the ball in play, and so far it's working out nicely for him. Sometimes it is that simple.
Down and in here. 1 ball, no strikes. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Three to 1 our score as we play inning number 5. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And that misses 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. looking to avoid his first walk. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first is Revere on his way to second now. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay throw, and he is in there.
Well, this won't hurt the old slugging percentage inning. This thing finds a seam out there. He makes it all the way around to third with his 3rd triple of the year.
Ben Zobrist will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. First delivery to him on the way. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
You know, guys, these hitters have had a good look at that slider so far, and they've been told, let that thing go and wait for something better out over the plate.
3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Two and 0.
No strike.
Here he comes on 2-0. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Ozuna has a read on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, you know, he needed to make sure that he could cash in on that one-out triple. And the sacrifice fly is going to get the job done. That's a good piece of hitting.
Brandon Jordan will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
You know, when you throw a first pitch strike less than 50% of the time, you're going to find yourself in trouble more times than not. And that's where he sits right now.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Swing and a little tapper. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. Phillies on top, 4-1. Cody Ashe will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And that misses ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
2-0.
After the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Grounded up the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Very weakly on the ground. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. Opposing batters have not been having a lot of fun against him. Pretty intimidating when you're facing a guy with an ERA like he's carrying around.
1 away now for the Marlins in their half of the 5th, and that'll bring in JARROD SALTALAMACCHIA. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Launched to right field and deep. Jordan racing back. Gone! A solo shot for JARROD SALTALAMACCHIA. And the Marlins get a bit closer. It's now a 4-2 ball game. JARROD SALTALAMACCHIA just clubbed a milestone home run. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, it's obviously not easy hitting home runs, Matt. That's why the best power guys are so popular. I suspect this one feels a little extra special, but I'm sure he'll keep things in perspective. He's not a threat to any record just yet.
Into the box now, Ricky Weeks. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider, it's strike 1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced, or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 1 out, nobody on. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
And that's the pitch they were set up for. That slider breaking down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on the swing.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. He keeps throwing the way he is. He can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Christian Yelich will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 21, Christian Yelich.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And another foul ball. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 4 and the Marlins 2. Brian Morris will get the call
Now
here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 57, Brian Morris.
MAIKEL FRANCO steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Leading off for the
I'm
Phillies.
glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys. It kind of looks pretty miserable
FRANCO.
down there to me.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Scorched to third. Ashy's there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Third baseman, number 29, Adrian Beltre.
Adrian Beltre steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
Swing, strike 2.
And even 3-2, I don't know if you want to challenge him here. Better to put him on than to give up a solo home run.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Good battle. Count remains full. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
And when you know you've got a guy in protect mode up there, and he's fouling off pitches left and right, that's when you know you can just keep taking him further and further away. He winds up getting the punch out here on a pitch that's well out of the zone.
Here's big Ryan Howard now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
Now a ball hit down the line in the air. This has a chance, and oh, it's high off the foul pole for a home run. A solo shot there for Ryan Howard, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Well, guys, this was never a question of distance. This ball is absolutely launched. But we didn't know if it was going to be fair or foul, and you're going to see it. Once this thing hits off the foul pole, it erases any questions you may have had, and that's a home run.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not close. It's 2-0.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
2-0. Here it is. In there, 2-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Stanton. And that ends the inning. Phillies get one on the home run by the big fella, Ryan Howard. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's now 5-2 Philadelphia. Adeiny Echeverria will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
That's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching. This has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Woody Monahan stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Well, he's allowed just 2 runs to this point. Both of them coming on solo homers. Things could be much different now if those had come with guys on base, but as it is, this has been a pretty good outing.
Giancarlo Stanton stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
And that one misses upstairs, 2-0. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
2 out, nobody on. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Full count, here it comes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, and the deficit remains 5-2. Welcome back to South Florida. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Jay Happ is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Number 33, Jay Happ.
Darren Ruff is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Way outside. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
He's really off to a tough start in this series. Remember, he had the hat trick in game 1 yesterday, and now he's got another strikeout here. Sometimes when you get in a rut like this, they're not always easy to climb out of.
Here's Brock Holt now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And if you get him to look at strike 1, why not go back to that same pitch in the same part of the strike zone, and they catch him looking again.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Digging in to try it again, Ben Revere. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. First offering on its way. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Chopped in front of home plate. SALTALAMACCHIA is up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, and it remains 5-2. Justin DeFreitas will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Justin DeFreitas.
Leading off the inning, Marcell Ozuna, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Grounded foul off to the right. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a little blooper to center. Revere over to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
And even with the new pitcher in there, I think you tip your cap a bit to that starter. I mean, he gutted out 6 tough innings, and he's given his guys a good chance at victory if this bullpen can hold the lead.
At the plate, Mike Napoli. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. Now, he's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Here it is. A shot down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Third baseman, number 25.
Cody Ashe will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to short. Franco has it. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Miami down in order. They trail 5-2. Ben Zobrist comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Ben Zobrist.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. This man out for his 2nd inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Yeah, he started to go up the ladder there, but then he realized in time that he wasn't going to get there.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And a rather easy first out.
Now batting.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown nine have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Brandon Jordan will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
0-1's the count.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. That's a good job to lay off, too.
Outside, 2-1. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently,
MAIKEL
this is a no-brainer.
FRANCO.
Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
MAIKEL FRANCO will step forward now following the walk, as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
And you can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Runners on the move for second. Hard hit to first. Napoli is there, and he'll take this over to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner moves into scoring position at second.
Yeah, and here with the runner who's on the move, you've got no chance of even thinking about getting the double play. So a smart idea there just to take the sure out at first.
Adrian Beltre ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And they'll go ahead and issue Beltre the free pass.
The first baseman, number 6, Ryan Howard.
Ryan Howard will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Ken Giles is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Pitching and batting in the 5th spot, number 53, Ken Giles. Now playing third base and batting in the 8th spot,
Leading off
17,
the inning, JARROD SALTALAMACCHIA. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And that's up and in for ball 1.
No strike.
Giles is ready. Here it is on 1-0. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Two and 0 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Standing in now, Ricky Weeks. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
Ready with the 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. One and 2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1 and 2?
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called 3rd strike.
Martin Prado will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Martin Prado.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Skied into straightaway right. Jordan has a beat on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, and the deficit remains 5-2. Steve Cishek will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th.
Cishek.
Striding in to start the 9th, Salvador Perez, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Lifted in the air to center. Ozuna is there, and it's a picture-perfect beginning to the 9th inning for a pitcher. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Now at the plate, Freddie Galvis, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And he's not quite as powerful from the left side as he is batting right-handed, so he just doesn't quite have that same pop in his bat batting lefty.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Cishek pauses. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
And at this point in the game, your defenders will love you for this. He's been able to pick up the first 2 outs of the inning here on just 4 pitches.
Now batting, Brock Holt. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Three and one. Here it is. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. Pulled toward right center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, no question he's a much better hitter against left-handed pitching. And this year, he's hitting over 400 against lefties. And this is just a great swing as he pulls into second with a double.
Here's Ben Revere as he'll take a look at ball one. Two out here and a runner at second. And he looks for the slider in there. 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
And now here, 1-2. This is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this.
Your attention, please. Now
Ninth inning
for the
save
Phillies.
situation, and they'll
Number
turn it over to
58,
one of the best in the business,
Jonathan
the all-star
Papelbon.
Jonathan Papelbon. Leading off the inning, Adeiny
Leading off in the
Echeverria,
bottom of
as
the
they'll
ninth,
look to get something
the
going here and
shortstop,
even this game up.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Jordan is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home ninth. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play.
Yeah, and there he is in that fourth spot in the National League. He's had a really nice season so far out of the pen. We'll see if he can add to his total here.
Woody Monahan will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Check this out on Showtrack. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. Danger here as this is a guy who can make this a 1-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give him anything he can pull.
1-0 pitch on the way. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Again, he sends it out of play. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit for the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Into the seats, 0-1. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And obviously a walk here would be a huge development in this game with 2 outs in the 9th inning. You don't want to bring that tying run to the plate.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He may be the closer, but he is opening up a real can of worms here. Putting another guy on base with a walk, that's not going to help things.
Mike Napoli stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
2 down, runners at first and second. Up top, it's 2-0.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, this is a real gift here with 2 away. That's a pitch that needs to be handled behind the plate. But now you've got to deal with 2 men in scoring position instead of just 1.
Some anxious moments now in that first base dugout.
Yeah, he cannot be liking what he's seeing, that's for sure.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And now all of a sudden, that possible winning run has gone from in the hole to on deck, and now he's at the plate. So this inning's taking a real turn for the worse.
Standing in with the bases loaded, Cody Ashe. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
Yeah, you know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Another good win for these guys, and they're playing some confident baseball out there right now. That's their 4th win in a row, so they've got things firing on all cylinders.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 5-2. So long from South Florida.